Hi children, here it is a revision of the 14th chapter, that is interdependence in nature. We know that nature is a combination of living and non-living things, and we call it as environment, our surrounding. There are many things around us such as animals, plants that are living things, and these living things of the nature are called as biotic components, and other such as air, water, soil and sunshine, they are called as abiotic components of the nature or environment. And these two biotic and abiotic components are interlinked or interdependent on each other. Actually, living things depend upon the non-living things, and non-living things depend upon living things. So let us see how the biotic organisms they depend upon abiotic components. The biotic components like plants and animals, they need air to breathe. They use oxygen from the air to get energy from food during the process of respiration. Plants also need carbon dioxide from air to make food by process of photosynthesis. Both plants and animals need water to drink. Water is very essential for all plants and animals for carrying out the life processes in the body. Plants absorb the minerals dissolved in the water through the roots. They also use the water to prepare food during the photosynthesis. In animals, water required to carry out all the biological activities and to get energy. Water is also essential for collecting waste from all our body parts and to remove from the body. Plants need soil to grow. Soil provides them with support as well as water and minerals. Soil provides shelter to animals such as rabbits, ants, earthworms, and centipedes. Plant needs energy of sunlight to make food. Sunlight also provides plants and animals with warmth for survival. Now let us see living things that are depending upon each other, means the relation between biotic components. Here animals including humans they depend on plant. Let us see how. Animals depend on plants for food. Herbivorous animals such as goats, cows and deer directly depend on plants for food. Carnivorous animal they get food by eating other animals. Therefore, they directly or indirectly depends upon the plant for the food. Animals depend on plant for oxygen giving out during the photosynthesis. Animals depend on plants for shelter. And now let us see how the plants depend upon the animals. Plants depend on animals for carbon dioxide that they give out during respiration. Plants depend on animals for nutrients in the soil. Animal wastes and as well as their dead bodies provide nutrient to the soil by decomposition. Plants depend upon the animals for pollination and as well as dispersal of the seed. Thus, both plants and animals need each other as well as abiotic components around them to survive. That is why we say there is interdependence in the nature. Now let us see a food chain. When you look at here, the plant is eaten by the deer and deer eaten by the tiger. Here another food chain shows that grains are eaten by the mouse and mouse is eaten by snake, snake eaten by eagle. Notice that food chains start from the plant. In fact, all food chains start from the plant. Plants are the producers of the food chain and they are directly eaten by the herbivorous animals that are called primary consumers. The carnivorous animals they indirectly depend upon the plant and they are called secondary consumers. Let us see balancing the nature. Suppose all tigers are killed in the forest, then the population of deer increases and they eat the total plants present in the forest. As a result, the plants of forest decreases. So that if there is a tiger, the population of the deer will be in control and greenery will be remain. Another example, suppose if we kill all the snakes, then the rat population increases and it causes damage to the large quantity of stored food. This shows that food chains maintain balance in the nature. It is important not to disturb this balance, because if we disturb one component, it affects the entire environment. In the same way, nature maintains the balance between biotic and abiotic components of the environment. Disturbing this balance affects all living things on the earth. Here, the human have upset the balance in nature. Let us see how. We humans can alter the environment to suit our needs. However, our activities have upset the balance in nature and put the survival of all living things in danger. As our population grows, we need more land to make houses, to produce food, and to set up factories to satisfy our needs. We get this land by cutting down forest. This is known as deforestation. Trees are also cut down to satisfy our needs like fuel, furniture, and building material. Our factories and vehicles give out smoke and harmful gases. Huge amount of waste material from the house and harmful wastage material can cause disturbance in the balance of the nature. We'll take one example of air. Carbon dioxide is released in the air during burning or by plants and animals during respiration. This is used up by the plant during the photosynthesis. So, the amount of carbon dioxide in air remains same. These days, however, we burning too much of fuel and at the same time cutting down too many trees. So, the balancing the carbon dioxide level will be disturbed and it leads to harmful effects on the environment. The harmful gases released by the factories and vehicles into atmosphere pollute the air and upset the balance of the gases present in the air. It causes breathing problems and respiratory diseases. You have read that water constantly recycled by the water cycle. But if you use of the groundwater, then it becomes scarcity of water. So that in main cities like Bombay, Delhi, Kolkata, they need to construct the harvesting system, water harvesting system. Otherwise, it causes crisis of drinking water in our country. Deforestation destroys the nature and as well as the humans hunt many animals in his greed and pleasure. The animals like elephant tusk and rhino nose and as well as tiger skin. For these purposes, they are killing the animals and they are becoming extinct species. So these are the bad effects that done by human. So as a human, what we have to do? We have to restore the balance in the nature. So let us see some steps to balance the nature. The Indian government has set up the number of wildlife sanctuaries and national parks where hunting is not allowed. This helps to protect the animals and restore the balance in nature. Some of these are as follows. Jim Corbett National Park, Uttaranchal, Kanha National Plant, Madhya Pradesh, Kaziranga Wildlife Sanctuary, Assam, Bandipur Sanctuary, Karnataka, Periyar Sanctuary, Kerala. Planting trees or afforestation is very important. Government has made special effort in this direction and recent results show that forest cover in India are gone up, so that we need to plant trees. It is compulsory for the factories to install equipment to reduce the amount of harmful gases. in smoke given out by the factories. Manufacturers of vehicle have to install catalytic converters in vehicle to convert the poisonous gas into non-poisonous gases. To increase the level of groundwater, rainwater harvesting system should be followed in main cities so that it recharges the water. By doing all this, we can able to maintain the balance in nature. So children, with this we completed our revision class, and in next class we'll look at the question and answers. I hope you understood the lesson, and we'll continue the question answers in next class.